Now I will tell you how to install a kit in this machine. Let's start. Press the key for 3 seconds to turn it on. This light blinks. It takes a few seconds to get started. Every time prior to treatment, this machine performs preparation for functional test. Let's see starting conditions, which are no solution bags on scale 1 and scale 2, no filtrate bag on scale 3 and scale 4, no tubing system inserted, no pressure transducer connected, no line in optical detector, and no line in blood leak detector. As all conditions are fulfilled, press OK to confirm. Machine has passed functional test 100%, which means our machines are 100% working properly. Asking for Sika anticoagulation. So in this demonstration, we are not using Sika anticoagulation, so we will keep it off and press OK. A new window is open. It has 4 options. One is select new treatment, continue previous treatment, treatment history, and previous events. We will select new treatment and press OK. Now treatment modes are on your screen, which are SCUF, CVVH, pre-post CVVH, CVVHDF, and CVVHD. In this demonstration purpose, we will select CVVHDF mode for priming purpose and press OK. Now you can see the preparation conditions for CVVHDF mode. And these conditions are: we are using dialysate, substitute, filter, a cartridge, and a standard substitute line and a standard dialysate line. Our conditions are fulfilled. Now we will press OK to move on. We are up to installation phase now. In this phase, I am going to tell you how to do tubing arrangement. All instructions are available on screen. We'll follow instructions and image as well. We have 4 pumps as discussed previously, and these are blood pump, filtrate pump, dialysate pump, and substitute pump. In this phase, I am going to tell you the tubing arrangement of blood pump, filtrate pump, and venous lines only. Our first step is open the door of blood pump, filtrate pump, air detector, optical detector, and blood leak detector. Open the door of blood pump, filtrate pump, blood leak detector, optical detector, and blood leak detector. Insert the venous bubble catcher into the air detector. This is an installation kit for multi-filtrate machine. It is also a color coded. Red tubing is for blood pump. Yellow tubing is for filtrate pump. It also has 2 chambers. It is arterial chamber and this is venous chamber. Now we have a venous bubble catcher to insert in air leak detector, and fix the venous bubble catcher into air leak detector and close the window. Now venous bubble catcher is inserted in air leak detector. Place the venous blood return line into the line clamp and the optical detector. It is venous return line. We have to open the clamp and insert venous line into optical detector and close the optical detector. Slide the arterial red and the filtrate pump segment adapter yellow fully into the blood and filtrate pump holder. Now inserting arterial tubing into blood pump. We are inserting filtrate tubing into filtrate pump. Use the star reset key to insert the pump segments. Now I will press start and reset key to adjust the segment into the pump. Now you can see the tubing of blood is fixed into the blood pump and filtrate tubing is fixed into filtrate pump. We will close the door and move on. Connect the 4 pressure transducers. As we discussed earlier, we have 4 pressure transducer: arterial, pre-filter, venous and filtrate. Now it's time to insert the pressure port into pressure transducer one by one. We have 4 color coded pressure ports. Now connecting the red pressure port into red transducer. The white port into the white transducer. Now connecting the blue pressure port into blue pressure transducer. At last, insert the yellow pressure port into yellow pressure transducer. Mount the ultraflex filter in its holder. Dear all, is called ultraflux filter. Holder of ultraflux filter. This ultraflux filter fixed in this holder. There is a point to remember. Always fix the ultraflux filter upside down. As you can see, ultraflux filter is upside down. Let's fix it again. Connect the arterial, venous and filtrate connectors. These are connectors. Red is arterial connectors, blue is venous connector and yellow is filtrate connectors. Now attaching arterial connector with ultraflex filter. Now attaching venous connector to ultraflex filter. Now attaching filtrate connector with ultraflex connector. Connect the patient line A to normal saline bag and B to collection bag and hang it on the IV pole. Do not open the sodium chloride bag. Let's understand this on image. A is arterial tubing and B is venous tubing. We have to attach arterial end with normal saline bag and we have to attach a bag on venous tubing. This is arterial connector. We have to connect this tubing with normal saline bag. Here is a problem. We cannot attach this connector with the normal saline bag directly. For this purpose we need a connector. This connector is always present in kit. Firstly, we attach the tubing with this connector. After that, we insert the connector into normal saline bag. Like this. Connector is attached with normal saline bag with the help of a connector. For better understanding, let's move to point B. Point B is connect the patient line B to collection bag and hang it on the IV pole. Let's view this image. The B line is venous line and we have to attach a collection bag with this line. As you can see, the collection bag is hanged with IV pole. As mentioned in instruction, now we are attaching B line into collection chamber. Insert the filtrate outlet into blood leak detector. As you know, this is a blood leak detector and this tubing is called ultrafiltrate outlet. Now we have to pass the ultrafiltrate outlet tubing into blood leak detector. Connect the filtrate outlet C to filtrate bag. Let's see on a picture. As we can see in a picture, yellow is our C tubing. Now we will attach our filtrate bag with this tubing. This is called filtrate bag, which is used for the collection of filtrate, and the maximum capacity of this bag is 10 liter. As mentioned in point C, firstly we will hang the ultrafiltrate bag on scale 3 and scale 4. After that we attach the ultrafiltrate outlet with ultrafiltrate bag. Let's review the image at last. In this phase we inserted the arterial, venous and filtrate tubing according to the picture and instruction. In first phase, we see how to insert the arterial, venous and filtrate tubing. Now rotate the knob to move forward. This is phase 2. In this phase, we will see how to do dialysate tubing arrangement. In this picture, dialysate is indicated with green color and complete road map is given for the tubing arrangement. This is dialysate tubing pack. Let's open the pack and remove the tubing. Dialysate tubing is also color coded and the color of this tubing is green. Let's start dialysate tubing arrangement. First point is place dialysate on scale. This is the back side of machine. Here you can see we place the dialysate fluid on the dialysate scale and the outlets of bags on the back side of machine. Point 2. Open the dialysate pump door and slide the pump segment adapter green into the groove. Opening dialysate pump. Now we are inserting the dialysate tubing into a dialysate pump. Use the start reset key to insert the pump segments into the dialysate pump. Press start and reset key until the tubing of dialysate fix into dialysate pump. Let's close the door and move toward next step. Step 4 is place the heater bag into a dialysate heater. This is dialysate heater bag which is always present in dialysate tubing. This is a dialysate heater. Let's open its door. Inserting dialysate bag into dialysate heater. Now bag is inserted properly into dialysate heater. Let's close the door. Point number 5 is connect the outlet line to the inlet port of the Ultraflex filter. Let's review the point number 5 in image. The dialysate tubing is moving from dialysate heater toward the Ultraflex filter. Already know this is our Ultraflex filter. Now we will attach our dialysate tubing with ultraflex port. Point number 6. Connect the inlet line D to the dialysate A. Let's find the line D and dialysate A. In this picture, you can see here D line is coming from the pump and A line is coming out from the dialysate. Guys, now I am at a back side of machine. Here I have the two ends which are coming from the dialysate tubing. One end will attach with the dialysate fluid like this. Now the tubing is attached with the dialysate fluid. We have another end of dialysate tubing which is optional. We can use it another bag of dialysate. All the 6 points of dialysate tubing arrangements is completed. Now we will rotate the knob to move forward. Our next phase is substitute tubing arrangement. Let's see in the image. The substitute tubing color is white. This is substitute tubing bag. Let's open the bag and remove the tubing. This is substitute tubing which are white color coated. First point is place the substitute on scale 2, back connector B to the rear end to the outside. Let's see the picture. Scale 2 is here and they place a bag on this scale. Ready. This is substitute bag. We will place this bag on scale 2. Point 2 is open the substitute pump door and slide the pump segment adapter white into the groove. Now we will open the door of substitute pump and insert the segment of tubing into groove. Use the start reset key to insert the pump segment into the substitute pump until the tubing are fixed into substitute pump. As you see, tubing are fixed. Now we close the door and move forward until the tubing are fixed into substitute pump. As you see, tubing are fixed. Now we close the door and move forward. Number 4 is insert the heater bag into the substitute heater. This is substitute bag which is always present with substitute tubing. Let's put the substitute heater bag into substitute heater. Open the door and insert the bag. Now substitute bag has been inserted. Close the door. Point number 5 is connect the substitute line to the Y piece of the Venus system. Let's review the image. Substitute tubing is moving through the substitute heater in white color and the last end of substitute tubing will attach with the Y end of Venus bubble catcher. Tubing of substitute fluid, we will connect this tubing with the Y end of Venus bubble catcher. Point number 6 is connect the inlet line E to the substitute B. Let's review E and B on image. Here you can see the white color coated tubing is indicated as substitute line. Here is a E point. B point is actually scale 2 on which we place our substitute fluid, and B is the external port of substitute fluid. Now I am again at a back side of machine. This is the tubing of substitute which is coming from the substitute pump. Now I will attach the end of this tubing is with substitute fluid which is lying on scale 2. Now our third phase of substitute tubing arrangement is completed. We rotate the knob to move forward. In this phase, we will attach the heparin anticoagulant syringe with pump. This is heparin syringe. We will insert this syringe into heparin pump. Guys, we are at the left side of machine. Here it has a pump and this pump is called heparin pump. It has two keys, upward keys and downward key. For demonstration purpose, the syringe is empty. Now we insert the syringe into heparin pump. It is inserted successfully. This is a heparin port which is coming from the arterial chamber. Now we will attach this port with the heparin syringe. Heparin syringe insertion is completed. Now we will rotate the knob to move forward. This is a final phase. In this phase, machine is asking from us, did we complete all the instruction? Number 1, arterial blood line attached, venous blood line attached, filtrate line attached, place hemofiltration solution on substitute and dialysate scales. Dialysate line, substitute line and heparin line are placed correctly. Now our arrangement is completed and we arrange all the tubing according to instruction and images. We press OK to confirm and move forward. Before priming, machine is giving us a note. First point is check that clamps are open. We have already opened the all clamps. Second point is break the cones on the solution bags. Let's move toward the solution bag which are present at the back side of machine. Now I am again at the back side of the machine to explain you where are the knobs. Here you can see the two fluids present on scale 1 and scale 2. In these fluids there is a knob. In these fluids we have knob. Before start the priming, we must break the knob inside the tubing like this. Now you can see that the knob is broken. Before priming, the third component is make sure all the connections are tight. Now press OK to start priming. Now the machine is giving the note. Open an injection site to fill the arterial bubble catcher. This is arterial chamber. We have to fill this chamber by opening the cap. We will not fill this chamber completely. Now the priming is continue. You can see the rotation of pumps. It will take 2 to 3 minutes for the priming.